back to the domino effect, everybody.
That was a long 10 seconds.
It was actually 15.
Okay,
By
I was like,
accident.
I was sitting here
But
like,
I was
man.
trying to choose. So I'm coloring because I'm half dead / delirious.
You know?
And
No, most people call that tired, but Sammy's dead.
but
Sammy's dead now.
I'm sticking my tongue out my mouth to act like I'm dead. Blech. Oh wait, dead people don't close their eyes. Hold on, I gotta redo it. Even though you guys can't see me. Anyway, this is how tired I am.
Today. That's crazy.
I am not tired. Do.
You know?
My colored pencils. I saved them. Okay. What are we talking about today, then?
You know, Sammy?
Ooh, that's a pretty peach color. Let me use that. Yes.
You know? I mean, not inherently about colored pencils, but
Ooh, that actually is a really pretty color. Not gonna lie. Continue.
we're gonna be talking about success and how people view it, and like how people met, like just all the not ins and outs, but success and all the shit about it.
In and out. The restaurant. Anyway.
Have you ever had In and Out?
I actually haven't. I know I live on the West Coast, and like everyone's like, "Oh, In and Out." Nope.
I've never had.
It's a burger place. I don't eat fucking burgers.
You know?
That's beef.
I've never had it either. I mean, I've only gone to California like once, but I was like, I just kind of forgot.
I've heard they have good like fries. I think they're curly fries. I don't know. I've heard they have good milkshakes.
You know? Want to know what also has good milkshakes? Steak and
The
Shake.
sodas, well, I was gonna say that and Dairy Queen. I know the homophobes, but listen,
The what?
the homophobes make good ass chicken. Okay, it's not my fault that the homophobes make good chicken.
The what?
The homophobes. The Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
You said Dairy Queen.
Did I say Dairy Queen?
And Steak and Shake.
I meant Chick-fil-A. I thought I said Chick-fil-A. I don't know, man. I'm
serves
tired,
ice
bro.
cream?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Have you never had one of their peach limited edition summer treats?
No.
Delicious. You should try some.
The only thing I want a Chick-fil-A for is the fucking chicken sandwich.
With the pickles.
Yeah.
Lots of, I get extra pickles.
How many pickles?
Okay, listen, this is, if we ever go to Chick-fil-A, listen, I will tell you both my lunch and dinner, or no, excuse me. My breakfast and / lunch and dinner order, okay? What I ordered for breakfast is the 4-piece chicken minis with extra honey butter on top with the hash browns, a large, because hello, I'm a fat ass. Hi, hello, you're welcome to meet me. Huh. Polynesian sauce and Chick-fil-A sauce, because those are the best. Although they do have good ranch, but those are the best. With half lemonade, half sweet tea. For lunch, I order a spicy chicken deluxe with no tomato, pepper jack cheese, because that's the best cheese they have there, with a large waffle fry. I mean, hello, who doesn't get the large fry? You're weird if you don't, and you're lying. You're lying. Anyway, with, again, half lemonade, not the diet lemonade, okay? I don't do that. No.
Diet lemonade?
There's diet lemonade.
Why?
It's made with fucking Splenda.
Why?
Disgusting. Just drink the damn sugar. That's better for you than the fucking Splenda, unless you're diabetic. Don't kill yourself. Anyways, half lemonade, half sweet tea. But if I don't feel like I want the tartness of the lemonade, I just do a splash of lemonade and sweet tea, because their sweet tea is bomb. Okay, and then if I want a treat, depending on the time of year, if it's in the summer, I either get a frozen lemonade, which is ice cream with lemonade in it, bomb, or if they have it at their franchise location, the peach milkshake, cookies and cream if it's fall or spring, and during winter, I get the peppermint milkshake.
Peach and milk does not sound great.
Peaches are great. I don't know what you're talking about.
You said a
peaches and ice cream. Yeah, peaches. It's like real peaches mixed with like vanilla ice cream. What do you mean? Ugh. You're weird. You're a weirdo. Whatever.
Couldn't be me. Could not be
I
me.
also like banana milkshakes.
Like
Bomb.
that one's fine.
With okay, so if I ever go to Dairy Queen, I don't know if I said this before or not, but banana mixed with the peanut butter milkshakes that they have, fucking fire with a hint of chocolate in it. Oh my god. So many calories. I only get a small because that shit is way too sweet and it's too much, but damn is it good. Woo! Delicious. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about today.
Isn't sweet tea and lemonade just an fuck Arnold Palmer?
Yes, but I have to regulate how much tea and how much lemonade they put in it because some people be fucking it up. I can't have that happen. This is my treat, okay? Like this meal is not meant to be a diet meal. I need it to be perfect. So I have to tell them half the lemonade, half the sweet tea, okay? It needs to be equal parts, half and half. Unless I want more sweet tea, then I say a splash of lemonade at the top so that it can trickle down. Not at the bottom, at the top. I swear some people be fucking it up and then it ruins the experience for me.
That is
fucking
so
dumbasses. No, it's not.
Yeah,
I want it how I want it, okay?
That is, I mean, you want it very complicated.
No, I don't. It's a splash of lemonade. It's not that hard to comprehend, sir.
Listen.
At the top. Listen, I know I sound like a Karen right now, but it's really not that complicated.
I didn't
most of the time, listen, I said it. It's fine. Most of the time they get it right. Like honestly, I've only ever had someone fuck up my order once at Chick-fil-A, and I got a free fry out of it. So yeah. Chick-fil-A people they're built different. I'm just saying. They know how to like do stuff there.
What do you mean by do stuff?
Anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. What are we talking about?
You know, I already said we're talking about success.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is your podcast. Mm-hmm. This was not my idea. You can start. I'll listen. Maybe.
You know, I was just kind of waiting for you to get your convoluted order out. But
it's not convoluted. It's very simple.
Anyway. Sammy, how do you deem success?
How do I?
Yes.
If I feel fulfilled in what I'm doing.
Okay.
If I don't feel fulfilled, then I don't feel successful.
If you don't feel fulfilled, do you feel like what you're doing is good?
Depends. If it's working towards my success, then yes. But that's part of being fulfilled. And I don't think that there's like an ending point of fulfillment. I just think that like if you feel like you're like, okay, like I'm in med school to become a doctor. Yeah. I feel fulfilled on working my way to becoming a doctor. But it's still a stepping stone. Because you can't become a doctor without a degree. Legally, yeah. I don't recommend the other way because you be fucking up some people's health. But you know, that's none of my business, I guess. I mean, it will be if they come to me.
You know,
don't come to me. I don't want to deal with that. That's too much trauma. I already got enough on my plate. Listen, I don't. No, thank you. I just don't want to, you know, I'm about to say this and people will be like, but aren't you a psychiatrist? I'll be like, yes. Don't be fucking up people's brains with and then making me deal with it. By pretending to be a doctor.
Oh, I was about to say, what do you mean by that? But now that makes sense.
Now, if you're fucking someone up with trauma, I'm going to shoot you first. And then I'm going to fix the child because that's what I deal with children. Children. So I deal with shitty parents. Yeah. Honestly, bad kids equal bad parents. I don't care what no one said. I don't care what anyone says. It's or a bad environment. you did not love your child enough, or you didn't know something was happening to your child and you should have fucking paid more attention. That is your fault as a parent. 110% of the time. I don't care. I'm not saying that parents can't make mistakes. No parent is perfect. They're still human. But if some child has some real true trauma, that's your fault. Not the child's fault. Don't fuck up your kids and you won't have to see me.
You know, I feel like
Peach
being
and green look really good together.
what the fucking Jesus Christ. I feel like being a psychiatrist, or just like a therapist in general. I feel like that job is designed for people to not come back. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like, ultimately, you're trying to better someone to the point where they don't like technically need you. They can like live off on their own, in their own,
Yeah. I mean, I want to be the Mary Poppins of the doctor field, That's what I like to call it. Because that's essentially, like, people might be laughing right now, but that's essentially what does Mary Poppins do? She takes care of the children until they're old enough to take care of themselves and until their father pays attention to them. That's essentially what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be working mostly with case studies that have, one, abusive parents, two, just abusive everything. But yeah, lots of trauma, lots of pain, and sometimes it's not even that, it's just they're born that way and there's nothing that anyone can do about it.
So once you're at that point where you're doing your shit, you're a child psychologist, you're making the fucking big money, and you still want to find that success. Are you still finding that success while you're still working, or are you trying to find something like that elsewhere as well?
My success is my patients.
I mean, I understand that. I was just like, is there going to be like anything?
No, that's my it? Yeah. My patients are, I don't know if this is how all doctors, this is just for me, like my true success are basically kind of what you said, where my patients don't need me anymore. Because I'm going to be helping children that have severe problems, like severe problems.
Yeah.
And the worst of the worst. And to know that they're going to be okay, that's my success, is them. That's what I want. It's not about me. It's about them. My patients are my success. And I refuse to, and I'm sure I will, because all doctors lose a patient in some sort of way. I don't like to think about it because I'm working with children.
Yeah.
But I hope and pray that I can at least know and save as many children as I can from themselves.
Yeah.
So
it's an admirable thing to admirable.
It's not about me, it's about them. Everything that I do is for other people.
Yeah.
It's for my patients. It's for finding I don't like saying the word cure, but finding a system of therapies or a system of nerves or a system just within the brain itself of just something that I can do within my research.
Finding the necessary help.
Well, no. Yes, but what I was going to say is finding the necessary concoction or whatever so that no child has to suffer like how I've watched people that I love and care for suffer ever again. That's I don't think it's going to be in my lifetime, but I hope that I can contribute. Like, my lifetime goal is for that. And I hope that I can save more people than I can't save.
Yeah.
And I see things in a lot differently because I'm married to someone who has severe mental illnesses and I also have a family member who has severe mental illnesses, and I myself have a lot of trauma, and I can empathize. I think even if I didn't, I feel like I'm pretty good. I empathize with people a lot. Um, but my successes are not about me, it's about other people, and it will always be that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a doctor thing. I don't know if it's a me thing. I don't know if it's a both thing.
I mean,
But my definition of success is helping other people.
I feel like if it isn't a doctor thing, it definitely should be.
I agree with that.
Like,
No one should become a doctor for money.
for them, yeah, I was about to say, I don't think
You don't make money until later in life
Yeah.
as a doctor. Fucking paying off student fucking loans.
You know, y'all gonna be broke for a while, but when you're up, goddamn.
I mean, yeah, I don't care about myself as much as like I care about other people.
Other people.
I know that's horrible to say, but like I don't give a fuck about myself. I would run myself ragged for a 5-year-old child who's not even related to me in fucking Albania who has been abused and was sex trafficked and has schizophrenia, and I would do everything for them if they were my fucking patient. Everything. Because they deserve a life. They
Absolutely.
deserve to be healthy.
Absolutely.
And that's my success, is getting them to that point.
Hmm.
Whether I become their mother or I am just their doctor. And I would do anything for my patients. Whether it's getting them away from their parents, if that's what it takes, whether it's
really just doing whatever it takes.
Like if I could, I would own like a private home for, I mean, I would basically be like Professor fucking Xavier, and like, but instead of mutants, it's children that need a home, that have those types of issues, that could rely on me and each other and become a family. Like, my whole life, I have wanted to become a mother and I wanted to help people. And this, I mean, if I can't do it naturally, that's what I want to do with my life. That's my definition of sex, is helping other people, basically. And becoming a doctor, I think, helps other people more than anything, especially if it's them saving themselves, because I'm not the one saving them. They're coming to me for help and asking me to help them. And I think that takes more courage than, you know, and I'm not saying that like going on an operating table and deciding like, yes, I want to do chemo if you have cancer, or, you know, that still takes courage, but, and going through that pain. But when you have a mental illness, it's not of a physical thing. Sometimes it can be, but it's of your own mind literally turning in on itself. And I think when you can fully admit that you need help in that and you go to a doctor, you want to feel safe and secure. And for children that do that themselves, or like even parents are just like, my child is sick, I need you to help them. It takes a lot of courage to be like, I can't do this on my own. And that's why I think that for me, that's what determines my success is helping people. And I love children, and that's why it's just a perfect fit for me, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't give a fuck about myself, about my patients. 110,000%. Always. Without doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my definition of success.
I mean, I was about to say, I don't think that was anything out of the ordinary. I feel like I expected a lot of that. Especially, you know, given that I've known you for a year and a half, goddamn.
2 years, you dumbass. But okay.
2? No.
It's 2000 and yes. 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 I met you in 2019, motherfucker. Don't you fucking play with me.
That was like September of 2000.
Bitch, it is literally almost September. It is August 22nd, 2021. We have known each other almost 2 fucking years, and it was August. It was like early August when I fucking met you. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. I will beat your ass. We have known each other for 2 years. We have been best friends for a year and a half. Don't get it twisted. our friendship anniversary is at the end of. It's actually kind of near my birthday. But anyways, you expected the answer that I said?
Yeah.
Well, that's fair.
I must say, given conversations we had,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a known thing to me. I just wanted you to talk a little bit more about that.
Why? To expose myself?
Yeah. And you like to
Well,
talk.
I exposed myself enough.
listen, it was something good this time. That's crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy. Anyway.
Damn. Dang.
You don't even know what to do with that.
I don't actually.
Like,
wow, I just feel like this is an interview about like me now and about
That's what my topics are normally about.
Why about me though? I'm not
formulate
interesting.
The questions. That's crazy.
I blame Black.
That's
I
crazy.
blame Cameron.
Not my boy Cam.
I blame Cam.
Why Cam?
Because he got you into this. I feel like he got you into like asking questions.
Oh yeah. It made it more like prevalent. I feel like
I blame you, Cam. I blame you.
I feel like I was I wouldn't say I was good at it before, but it was something that had crossed my mind before. But being on his podcast and then having him on here, it's just really only like cemented that more. So,
and like interviewing people.
Yeah.
Anyway,
one of the other things I wanted to ask you around that same vein of success is we've been doing this for over a year.
The podcast? Yeah, on and off for about a year. Yeah.
There's been times where we've looked at analytics and you didn't like how much we were improving.
Yeah, don't watch it. We're good. I'm
definitely
good, bro.
Watch the podcast at the Domino Effect on YouTube.com.
I mean, if they're watching, they're already here.
Yeah, no. Just a little.
At some point, we'll probably do like live podcasts or like, or like, I don't want to say like a panel, but like a panel. Like we'll have like a couple people on, and they can either ask us questions or we'll ask them questions or like different things. So yeah. But yeah, go. Yeah. What about it?
Because what I was gonna ask is, at what point is there a point in which?
No.
Let me finish.
That I will throw. That I okay.
No. Is there a tipping point where you believe the success you were getting is undeserved due to the amount of work you put in?
I don't know how to answer that.
What do you mean?
Well, okay. What do you mean by that question? Because there's a couple different, like, depending on the meaning behind it and the tone, there's a couple different ways I can answer it.
I mean, we're in a good stint. We'll work on the podcast every week, and you'll have you'll just pump those motherfuckers out by like Friday that same week. And on the ones that do good, you're very like, I can't look at those numbers. They make me feel sick. So,
legitimately, I've thrown up.
Not you throwing up two numbers. Talk about it.
You know, I have a very sensitive soul, and the more people watch me, the more I get nervous.
So
I'm a sensitive person.
So you have a tipping point.
Okay. Yes, but I don't like to look at numbers, because if I feel like I'm helping one person, or honestly, if I feel like I'm even helping the podcast was honestly created as like a diary for me, to be quite frank with you.
Yeah.
And it was something that Zen and I decided together that we wanted to do just for funds, because everyone was doing a fucking podcast, but also because I needed an outlet for a lot of the shit that's going on in my life. I have had a shit life in some ways, and I've had
Yeah.
very wonderful, amazing experience of life
Oh yeah.
as well within the shit years. Within,
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that I, while right now there's a tipping point that's going on in my life right now.
Mm.
Some of you may know. Actually, a lot of you, I have a tipping point that's kind of happening right now, and it could really change my life. And if it does, Lord Jesus in heaven help me. But I don't think it'd be bad. Be a very big change. But yeah, I I wouldn't say I'm happy right now, but I'm working my way towards being happy, which I think is good.
So, would your success tipping point run or coincide with your life tipping points?
No, because my life tipping points can be good or bad.
You know, I mean, yeah.
And I don't think success happens. I think there's very successful people who we look at who are like how we think of like success, and they're extremely depressed and
Oh
they
yeah.
don't feel fulfilled at all.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think that they correlate actually at all. Um, but I think certain parts of my life that I feel are successful are during the more happier times, but it doesn't determine it. No.
Okay.
What about you?
Um.
Because I'm not going to be answering all these questions without you answering some too. Fucker. I feel like this is
I
an
almost got away
interview.
with it a little bit.
No, you didn't, because I knew what you were doing the entire time.
That's crazy.
I just like to talk.
Exactly.
So that's that. But now I'm gonna make you talk while I try to figure out what color I'm gonna.
That's crazy.
How about I punch you in the fucking face?
That's crazy.
How about that? If I can reach. Listen. Just because I grew like a fourth of an inch does not mean I actually got taller, y'all. I just grew like a fourth of an inch. But I'm able to run up to 5'3" now.
You know?
And I'm 5'4" in my shoes. Almost. Anyway, yeah, success. You go.
I mean, I feel like we've got.
How do you feel about your streams?
I mean, I was about to say I feel like we've got not different ways of viewing success, but
well, yeah, I'm selfless, you're selfish. But not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way. I'm growing
not in a bad way.
Be more selfish. And see, just kind of seeing how that goes.
Yeah. I agree with that. I can't do that.
And another thing you have just said you couldn't do was look at analytics. Like I can look at analytics and statistics and just be
you fucking love that shit.
I absolutely do. It's just like it's just a lot of information that I can gain off of that. And I mean, it's like the statistics that like I get from whatever aren't gonna be like 100% positive. Like it's more just like if you keep doing this, this will happen type thing.
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
But that's with everything, I think.
But when I get into a point where I'm so consistent, it's just like second nature at that point. I kind of lose the fact that I'm actually working towards something. I'll just be caught up in the moment of just doing it instead of being like, yep, this is how my life's going to be. So when I have times where like a lot of shit happen, like I'll get like rated by like 30 people and I've already got like 10 people on there and that's like 40 people. It's just like, it in my, like, it's not undeserved, but it feels that way when it happens. Cause it's like, I'm just kind of going. And it's just like, oh, Oh, there's 4 times as many people as before. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's
I get you.
it's just I also like sometimes forget how much I help people and not like
How so?
not like going into karma or anything, but like I'll just like I mean like be friends with people, ask them how they are, how you know how their shit's going. The any other time when I'm not antisocial, but just doing those little small acts of kindness, um, just like I don't. It's not something I think about. Like I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna use this for fucking success down the road. No, it's just like if you're cool, I'm gonna fuck with you. So, and I mean, I feel like that's just them saying thanks in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just not something like I think about. I don't think about being thanked often,
Mm-hmm.
like or at all. I don't care. Like I'm not doing
Mm-hmm.
it for like the appraisal and the approval. I'm just doing it because it's like I fuck with you. So when stuff like that happens, and it like a lot of it, because a lot of the things I'm looking for will sometimes just fall in my lap, and it's just like I don't feel like I worked hard enough for this, even though I might have, but it doesn't feel it's not that I feel like it's like cheating, but it's just like there's I feel like so many more people that could have had that and used not like used it better than I have, but used it and gained
Mm-hmm.
success off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's becoming more and more clear. It's just like, oh, you know, I'm this is definitely going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
I was more just focused on doing it and doing it just to do it instead of doing it to grow.
Mm-hmm.
While growth will happen, in time, the catastrophic times where it just like grows exponentially, minus fucking like uh, fucking bots.
Mm-hmm.
They're like people that aren't actually people and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's hmm. It's just like damn.
Mm-hmm. Like, do you think you're surprised at where you are? Is that like part of it? Of like how many people like enjoy your content?
Like day to day, I don't feel surprised, but when I really like think down on it and think about it, it is it's just something that when I think about it, it's just like I've really come a long way and not only like matured, but also um, provided a lot of things that people didn't know they need. I mean, content wise, or just like myself wise. I don't think of myself as being like, oh yeah, everybody's fucking favorite streamer or whatever, or just like everyone's favorite person. But there will be times where people will come in and it's like, you're my favorite streamer, or I'm so glad you're doing this, and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a person behind a camera playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
It's, uh, it's
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I don't feel like I'm gonna ever be like completely selfish and like narcissistic. Cause then to be like that would be like just being the person that's like everything has to fall in my lap and everybody has to like me.
That's not narcissistic behavior.
Or like telling myself
narcissistic behavior is thinking you're superior than everybody.
Oh.
That you're the best.
Oh.
Narcissistic behavior is like that. Like, I feel like what you're thinking of is more of a it's more of like a because I don't think that you feel like you're superior than anybody.
God no.
You're pretty much like you feel like you're equal with everybody. Like, I don't think you really like think that you're above anybody, which with narcissists that's what they think of. Like, they think that they're the best and they deserve X, Y, and Z. It's more of like privilege, I guess, is what you're thinking of.
Like, I definitely feel like, you know, anybody could have did this.
So, technically, you're correct.
You know, I mean, anybody can make a fucking Twitch channel. Anybody can, you know, start a following. Anybody can stream. I mean, as long as you have a good internet connection, that is.
Hell, even if you don't.
Even if you don't, I mean, like you can not have anything and still stream on Twitch and like just find people that love your content.
Doesn't have to be that though. Be any type of content creation.
Oh yeah, it can just be anything. You really ain't like. I don't feel like there's any mask that you have to put on to be like I'm this person or I'm, you know.
No, but that's what people do though.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Which, I mean, like, some of it is for satire. Some of it's like, yes, this is like a character that I created that's meant to be this way.
Yeah.
That's not who I am. But then there's people that become their characters. And that's different. Like, a lot of, like, YouTube personalities, like, they'll create, like, this character persona of, like, some, like, what's, like, I can't think of one right now, but, like, okay, let me do this. Like, okay, they'll create, like, a dumb blonde character, right? And they'll act like that, and they'll do, like, a review on, I don't know, pair of headphones or whatever. And they'll do it, like, really dumb and satirish and parody. Well, after a while, when you keep doing that, you become that person. Or, like, they'll portray, like, a party girl or whatever, and then they just become that because it's what people expect of them after. Which happens a lot more than you think.
It's faking it till you make it, but, like, not in a great way.
I could say some other things, but I'm not going to because it might offend people.
I don't think they would make it like that, but, like, you know, it's kind of how they.
But yeah, stuff like that is what I mean. Yeah, but it works for some people, I suppose.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is that I don't think your success should not be based on how much you lie to people.
Yeah.
Again, if it's a character and, like, you're like, this is a persona, and, like, you specifically say that, then it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's not your fault that people fucking believe that. That's on them. But, like, it's when you start believing it that you're like that. That's
right. That is just kind of that's like that final stone being set into place.
But, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, just looking back on the year, because I did my 24-hour stream. That was Wednesday.
Yep.
That was Wednesday because it was like my 1 year is like 10 days ago, but we did it then, and just deliriously at 6 a.m. I just kind of had that sit down while I was watching fucking Kenny Beats make fucking music on the cave. and it was just so crazy to me how far I've come in a year.
Mm-hmm.
And like, and sure, I could have been a lot better, but I could have also been a lot worse. And I feel like being where I am right now, I'm definitely in a good place to go very far. And
Mm-hmm.
and while I could equate it to all the work that I put in, it's not something I think about. It's not something I'm like, this is all because of me. I did this. You know, it's mostly just like, it's, I mean, it's mostly just other people. Because other people are really just doing all the work statistically, or at least, like analytically, at least on Twitch's end. That's all they really worry about. Is how many, people that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, am I successful right now? I would say I don't want to say yes, but I feel like I'm getting better and better with each day in each
Mm-hmm.
stream. I don't want to be like I'm like super fucking successful. Like no, like I mean I'm still doing
Well,
the same thing I did a year ago, just better.
I mean, you could say that you are. It's all a matter of personal preference.
What do you mean?
Your definition of success is very different from mine,
Yeah,
but there's still definitions of success. Even like you could say that you are very successful because you're better than you were, or you're more than you were.
that's true.
That's all I meant. But for you, this isn't successful. And not in a bad way. You just don't see, you want more.
Yeah,
You're hungry for more,
and I don't
which is, again, not a bad thing.
and I don't think I'm ever gonna get to a point where it's just like, I'm good. I mean, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people are at that point. Like a lot of the top people are just like, this is enough. I'm good. I don't really need any more. Um, I feel like once I'm out on my own and that's my main source of income, it's just like it'd be a huge eye opener.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of the milestones that I'm like not waiting to hit, but looking forward to.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha. I mean, I knew this already, but yeah.
Yeah. And I think I kind of deem my success basically in like milestones. Um,
Yeah.
and not based on like, be better than who you were yesterday type of thing. Because I mean that's easy. You just gotta do a little bit more. Like the ADD in me is just like do just the tiniest bit more than you did yesterday, and you're technically successful. And if I were to do that, I wouldn't get much done. I wouldn't get much done at all.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the bare minimum is what I'm good at. I mean, especially if I don't really like care about it. Like if it's like if it's just like a job or something, it's just like you just kind of going through those. You're just kind of doing your job. You're not trying to become the CEO that day. You're just doing what you need to do, clocking the fuck out and leaving. But it doesn't feel, I mean, it doesn't feel like that while I'm streaming though.
Well, no, I mean, no, it's important to you.
Yeah. But I feel like being a successful streamer is being in that moment where I don't have to worry, not like I'm not worrying about really anything. like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
what I want to do is just, I mean, have fun. Obviously, I mean, you can tell on the streams that I'm always trying to have fun. I mean, and that could be good and bad, but it's one of the things that I try and focus on. But it just kind of goes, and goes, and then when I hit a milestone, it's like cool, you know, we can do something for it. We can play in something for it. But if we don't, it's just like, you know, I'm not gonna be like fucking upset about it. We're gonna hit it later. It's mostly just about how we are then and there, instead of how we're gonna be fucking 7 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't think there's gonna be like a. I don't think for either of us we're gonna have that like what's next moment. Like I did this thing and I'm successful at it. Now what's next? Now what? Now what do I do? Type of thing.
That's more you than me. That's not my type of success though. My success is in other people getting healthy.
Yeah.
But
I think that's where ours are like.
We're very
combined.
different.
I think that's where we're combined though. I don't think I'm gonna have like a what's next.
I disagree only because I feel like you do that because that's what analytics are. That's a milestone. I don't really have milestones other than like, okay, I graduated med school. Now I'm a doctor. That's all I have. In the aspect of like what's next type of thing. Like I have to graduate med school to become a doctor. That's it. Like there's milestones within that, like a test I do well on or whatever. But like I think everything comes with milestones. That's not what I'm saying either. But I think like within our own personal success stories, if you will, yours is definitely the next milestone of numbers analytics. Mine isn't. Like I'm not going to count the number of patients I save. Yeah. That's fucking weird.
That would be a little weird.
That's egotistical and slightly god complexy. I don't. No. I don't. My success stories are how well my patients are doing. Yeah. I don't really have like milestones like how you have milestones. I think for you there's more of a what's next than for me.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's a conscious thing though for you. Well, there are some days where you're like, I want to look at analytics. I'm like, why? Why do that?
I think it's mostly because I'm fine with them.
Yeah.
I'm 100% like confident that I know I can do better, whatever the fucking analytics say.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just like, you know, let's just do a check. Like looking at a report card. But I wasn't good at that. So I wasn't good with report cards.
I wasn't either. Well,
you were better than me, I'm pretty sure.
I was a shitty student, actually. Because I was too fucking smart for my own damn good.
Yeah, but you probably got better grades, though. Is what I'm saying.
I failed a couple classes. I'm not afraid of failing, though. I don't think either of us are. So we're like, okay.
Neither one of us are.
Whatever. I don't get like panic. And this is no offense to anybody that has this, by the way. Like, that gets panic attacks, like, from failing. You shouldn't. Failing is a part of life. And that's honestly something that some people never fully, like, understand and can deal with. And that's go to therapy.
Failing's really a part of everything.
Yeah. Like, it's not a bad thing. And I don't think people should be punished for failing. I think that's fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna fucking punish my kid for getting an F. That's something that, like, I refuse to do. I'm not doing that as a fucking parent. I'll be like, okay, what can we do better? Do you just not understand the class?
I was
Is
about
it
to
just the
say,
way that
yeah.
they're teaching it? Because there's so many fucking variables. Like, sometimes it's just like I get it. Sometimes people don't fucking like math. I loved math and was very good in math. I was always 2 to 3 grades ahead of the curve. And it's interesting because I was also 2 or 3 grades ahead of in reading. And that's very uncommon because usually it's one or the other. But because of how my brain works with patterns and with numbers in math specifically, I was just very good at those subjects. And I just really liked history, so I was good in history because I liked learning about people in history. Because I like people. So what you have to do is no matter what the subject is, find something within that subject that you like and can relate to on a bare minimum level, even if you have to, and you'll succeed in it. That's what I did. That's what makes you a good student. Not studying for 9 hours a fucking day. Find something within a subject, even if you hate the subject. Find one thing. Find just one thing. It could be a funny saying that someone told you, like PIMDOS.
Not PEMDAS.
Stupid fucking shit that in my fucking life in math. Hate that crap. But I'm fucking great at algebra. So, PIMDOS it is.
Yeah.
Like, find one thing within each subject, especially the ones that you don't like, and just latch onto that, and you'll do better. I promise. Like, an F means fucking nothing. Failing and falling off a bike means fucking nothing. Because guess what? You grow up and you either learn how to ride a bike, you learn how to swim, or you just don't. And that's fine. That's not your interest, that's not your state of being. Okay, move the fuck along. Not that big of a deal. That's it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be good at fucking everything. Not everyone's a good student. Not everyone's a great athlete. I fucking hate working out. Fuck that shit. Anyway, except I do it every day, but that's besides the point. But like, not everyone's great at art. Not everyone is great at cooking. Not everyone is great at
Chores.
nothing. Yeah, some people are crappy at doing chores. Like, they
I'm
just
one
don't
of them.
understand. I know.
I'm mostly one of them because poopy brain
Yeah.
and laziness. But that's besides.
You can't stay focused on a task. That's your
Okay.
problem. But yeah, like, not everyone's good at everything. And for the people that are like, oh, but they really, no, they're not. There is one thing, and I guarantee you they're probably depressed. So, or they lie, or they cheat, or they are selfish son of a bitch that doesn't give a fuck about anybody around them. No one is perfect. And you aren't either. Neither the fuck am I. I've hurt people. Hurt people all the fucking time. I'm human. I fail. I have. I do not let your failures determine your successes, and do not let your failures life, because you'll only live in fear.
Oh yeah.
That's it. I mean, just yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not a failure because you fail at one thing.
Oh yeah.
It is not the end of the world. You have 80 plus years of your life to be a failure and to be successful. You determine whether you want to live those in happiness or sadness. And sometimes you can't help the sadness.
Yeah.
You go through some shit, trauma. Some bad things happen. You don't let that determine you. Sometimes it can rule your life for a while, like it is now with me. But look at me. I'm coloring while I'm on a podcast a really pretty picture of a butterfly, which I will show to Zen later.
Mm-hmm.
And I am content. I'm not happy, but I'm content, and that's enough for right now. And I have people in my life that help me be a better person and help me move forward in knowing that someday I know I can be happy again and be fulfilled and be extremely grateful to be alive. And if, especially like as someone who's becoming a psychiatrist for children, if I can do that for a child, that's like I said, that was my definition of happiness and or my definition of successfulness, but it's also my definition of happiness. I love serving other people. My other than being a mother, and I think when you become a mother, you serve your children, and you raise them. That's how I view being a mom. I'm not saying like I will, wait on my children hand and foot. No, that's not making them good, productive people as they get older. But being there for your children and telling them no matter what happens that you will always love them and adore them and be there for them and be their mom, in my case, that's being a good parent. And that's not the only definition of being a good parent. That's my definition. I don't know. That's my number one goal in life is to be a mom and to be a good doctor for my patients. That's all I want. It's basically it.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, but like that's what it is. Or not stupid, but it's just it seems very simple, but like that's it.
I mean, simpleness
And
is
I'm
still
gonna fail
cool.
at that sometimes. And you're gonna fail at the things that you want to be good at.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Like I'm not always gonna be a great mom. I'm gonna fail sometimes. I'm only human. But I hope that I have more successes than I do failures. And I hope that my children love me and appreciate me just as much as I love and appreciate them, because when I am able to have children, I'll never want to let them go. Not let them go as in I won't ever leave.
You're never
the
leaving.
nest. Yeah, but like I want them to know that they're my kids. No matter what.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Stay with my patients. I got them. I'm on their side, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the only thing I really wanted to do was just get to a point where I can just do whatever. There's nothing that's going to impede me from doing whatever I want to do, like monetary or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Zen's basically the cool, fun uncle.
I think just getting to that point is just what I'm building up for.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's gonna be times where it's just like I can't do shit. There's gonna be times where it's like I can do whatever the fuck I want. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
And both sides of those are okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Both those sides are cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really just about enjoying life.
Mm-hmm. You have to enjoy your failures as much.
Absolutely.
It's just a fact of life. You have to. Or you're never going to be happy with anything.
Failures
and
are
you
really
have to be happy for you.
For what?
You have to be happy for you.
Oh, yeah.
Like you are the only one that lives your life.
Yeah.
You are the only one that determines your success.
Yeah.
You have to live for you.
Yeah. Say it again.
You have to live for you. Can't live for anybody else.
Absolutely.
And I feel like I am finally doing that. Do you agree then? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you've wanted that for me for a long time.
You know?
You and a bunch of other people.
You know?
Especially the ones that know what's going on with
You know?
Yeah.
I think it was just getting to a point where it was just like, like it's easy to be the person outside looking in. It's like you're not living for your fucking self, god damn it.
Well, but I'm not a selfish person.
You're not a selfish person. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not even just like being selfish, it's like I can be selfish. That's not what we're saying. But my overall personality, I think like most like if someone is in trouble or someone's in need, like I will hurt myself to help them. Zen has seen it over a dozen times and hates me for it.
It's not a great sight.
Literally has yelled at me to stop helping.
It's not a great sight. Which is why I harp controlling what you can control.
I have no comment.
You got no comment.
I mean, like, I agree with you, yeah, but like at the same time, a lot of what I can control is also a lot of like emotional stuff that like you really can't.
Yeah.
At least what's going on with me.
Oh yeah.
Like in the moment that the thing that we're talking.
The moment and the thing of the thing.
Yes. People are gonna like not know what the fuck we're talking.
It'll buff out.
Some people will know though. Some people know. If you know, you know.
You know?
And trust me, I'm not fucking telling any of you. Told you all fucking enough. Yeah. I have a hard time telling people that I can't help them. The few times that I have, I've actually been really proud of myself. And it's not that like I don't want to help people, it's that I literally can't anymore because I am so.
Yeah, you just look at him like, yeah, fuck that guy.
No, that's not what happened.
I know. I just want
because there's people that like we're friends with that are listening to podcasts right now. They're like, she told me she can't help me, but like there's literally reasons as to why like I couldn't. Like I physically was unable to because I was so far gone within my own like whatever was happening with me that like I can't.
You just couldn't do it.
I can't. Literally and physically cannot anymore.
Hey, listen, if she said no, and you heard what I said, it was a joke. I was joking, bitch. All right. God damn it. Shit.
But yeah. And it pained me to say no to people.
Yeah.
Like it does, but like there's time like I literally can't help anybody.
Yeah.
And for a while I felt like everyone was coming with all their fucking issues. And it's not that like I don't want to help or like I don't want to listen, but it's just like
it's overwhelming to a point.
Yeah, like I'm not your guys' doctor.
Yeah.
And it got to a point like that last year because I was going through which you guys all now know. I was going through so much and grieving and, a lot of stuff was happening. There's still a lot of stuff happening right now. But I can't. Yeah. Pain me to say fucking no to people though. I still feel bad. I say that all the time too, and Zen's like, "You shouldn't feel bad." You yell at me all the time for that.
You really shouldn't. I think I yell at you a lot.
Yeah.
But only because I mean, I found out about these things earlier in my life, and
Zen's a psychopath.
no,
Just kidding.
I found out these things earlier in my life, just like controlling what I can control, and just letting everything else just kind of not really fall by the wayside, but like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's not gonna be indicative to my success or happiness. Like I can be bummed about something if it doesn't happen, sure, but like at the end of the day, I'm still, it's still not gonna change who I am and what the fuck I'm here for. And I learned that early, so for me to.
But you have a different path than I do, and mine
Oh
is
no,
helping
absolutely.
people. Yours is not helping people, not in the same capacity.
But in that general,
yours is to entertain people, which can help them. But in reality, I'm not saying like yours is less than mine. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like I am
you're directly
helping. You're indirectly, and there's a big difference in that.
I just kind of help people get their minds away from whatever they're thinking of.
Exactly.
Or at least I try to.
Yeah. Whereas I literally pick it within your brain, all your trauma.
Yeah.
You're welcome. It's okay, I have trauma too.
But I think just that general control what you can control thing was so like not. It was such a like profound thing that I'd never really thought about, and then I thought like everybody, like I was the one behind because I wasn't controlling what the fuck I could control. So I was just like, bro, everybody must be doing this. So when Sami's like, you're like, I'm not doing this. I'm like, bitch, what? Huh? ain't no goddamn way.
Well, here's the thing. It's not that I don't do that. It's that I can't help but want to help people, and Zen doesn't have that.
Yeah.
You don't have that with like. It's not that you can't help people. It's that you don't have that need.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm a doctor and you're not. It's not a bad thing to be one or the other.
No.
Or like a good thing to be one or the other. It's just a difference of like your personality.
Yeah.
And like what you were meant to do. Like I'm just meant to help people directly. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Like I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
But and there's a lot of people that don't fucking like me.
Tough.
Which is fine. Because of like the things I've said to them, because I've been too blunt or too, I don't want to say enabling, but like let things slide. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like passive
in the fact that like they say some stuff to me and I let it go for a while, but then it just builds the fuck up and then I kind of explode at everybody.
Yes, the bottling. Yeah, we've both done that.
I'm better at it than you are.
Absolutely, and you can be better at it than I am for the rest of your life. I'm not trying to do that no more. God damn it. Shit.
No, you bottle way more than I'm saying. You don't really, but you also let shit like you're like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a confrontational person. Everything. It's a problem. But that's okay. I can hold stuff in. And I have. I have a lot held in actually. About a lot of people. And I don't mean that like in a bad or good way. I'm very observant. We both are.
You know how you say it.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not. I mean, I've said this, but that doesn't do anything for me.
No.
Makes me feel shitty that I said something about something. That doesn't help me be successful. Doesn't help me live my life better. It just makes me a fucking shitty ass person. Honestly, I don't want to be a shitty ass person. even if they've done shitty things to me, like I'm not gonna do that to them. That doesn't fucking help me. What does that do? Nothing. Like,
Yeah.
does not fulfill my life.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, you're petty as fuck.
I can be.
You're
Not inherently.
I don't- it depends on what they do.
You know.
And you don't give a fudge about if it's bad or good or whatever.
No.
You petty. That, like, people think that I'm probably more petty, but I'm actually like way more patient and more understanding about things than you are. Because I feel like even like there's a situation that I'm thinking of that I know
know
that
what
you
you.
know
I know what
of.
you're thinking of.
Yeah. That
I know what
like
you're thinking of.
you could probably say so much as well on, but because you don't have the evidence, you don't. If you had as much evidence as I did, oh my god.
You know, that would have went so much worse.
A completely different way.
That would have went so much worse.
Fucking completely different way. And you were like, at one point, you're like, shots. I'm like, I am not doing that.
Wait, what? Do that one. Say that one more time. You cut out.
I like, you were like, give me the fucking evidence, give me the screenshots, give me the lowdown, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. You petty ass man. I'm not doing that.
I was about to start something. You had to hold me back.
It was real bad. I had to calm you down several times for murder.
You know,
and I'm not joking.
You're listening to that, FBI? That's crazy.
Not like actually, like you were very angry.
And, you know, since it takes me so long to get to that point, within my mind, I was well justified.
Yeah. Here's the thing about me. I think I've only ever gotten angry three times in my life. And you can testify to this. I get pissed and I get like upset. But if I get to the point of like yours is anger, mine is like it's the feeling after anger that people get where it's like it's not the indifference, it's before that. It's like the point of like you're just so it's like a numb feeling. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen it.
You know?
Can you hear that?
Hear what?
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Sorry. Unpause. I get to like this numbness of like how do I describe it? You've cried and like have gotten angry for me because of the things that I told you.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's like I've gone beyond the anger, beyond like the sadness. It's just a numb feeling. Like I can't even because I can't feel anything at all anymore because it's that bad. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. It's like a numbness. That's my anger equivalent of yours. And it's hard to get me to that level.
Yeah. But
you've seen it twice.
You know?
In like 4 months.
You know?
It's fine.
It just wasn't a good 4 months.
It was not a good 4 months. No. More like 2, but you know, we won't go into that. It's like 2.5. You got upset for me. You got angry, or you cried. And then you got angry. And then I got numb towards everything.
Yep.
Yeah. when I stop caring and I just get numb towards you and I don't like when I stop caring and I get numb towards somebody, that's when you know that like I'm past the point of like anger. There's nothing left there. There's just but it's not indifference. It's just like you're it's almost like you're non-existent in my mind. And it doesn't have to be like in a person. It could be like a thing or a feeling too. Like everything's gone. And I think that's almost scarier. What do you think?
I definitely feel like it's worse. I think it's easier. No, it's not. I was gonna say it's easier for me to get to that point than you, but I mean, my memory was shit regardless. So I just kind of forget shit. It's not like I'm going past the point of anger to be like, you no longer exist. It's just like, oh, you know.
No, you just hate them.
Yeah. I don't really go past unless it's just that bad, then it's just a fucking wombo combo of just like anger, and then you just no longer exist.
Yeah.
Like you don't let the anger show.
And it's something like we forget about like the situation. It's just like there's nothing there anymore. Like it's just like the shit happens. We can reference it, but it doesn't like I'm not angry about it. I'm not indifferent to it. It's just nothing.
It's just what happened.
It's just this happened, this happened, this happened. That's literally it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah. Oh well. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's it. That's all it is at that point. It's like, well,
fucking tough. Well, you know, I don't
yeah,
know.
Basically.
I don't know what else you do there. Yeah.
Yeah. No, like that's literally what it is though. She's like, well, damn, okay.
It's like, well, back to the thing I was doing before, I guess.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of all I have to say on like success. I feel like
I was about to say, I don't think I really have anything else.
No. Next podcast is gonna be interesting.
You know, that one's all on Sami. I have had no hand in it.
You'll be getting drunk.
I have a hand in the alcohol cabinet, but podcast of choice.
I mean,
I didn't like
it's
that.
not going to be as bad as you guys think.
Like
actually, it's going to be more funny than anything, and like lighthearted. Whereas this, I feel like, was more like a serious topic. Yeah. So look forward to that next week. Yeah, we will see you in a week, maybe 2.
Wait a motherfucking second.
And I guess the only thing we have left to say is Zen.
What's your goddamn song?
No, I was gonna say it first.
What's your song?
Okay, no lie.
Huh.
No lie. Bella Poarch's new song, Inferno, I'm just saying, that's just a bop. Like, I know. Bella Poarch. Poarch? Oh. I don't know what the fuck her name is. Poarch. I think it's Poarch. I don't know. She's a TikTok girl, okay? She's like 24, bitch. 25. Don't call her a bitch. Oh my gosh, that's so mean. Listen, it's catchy, okay? I like it. She doesn't. Yeah, I like it. I like the song. It's catchy. Like I said. You know? Sometimes I like trashy pop songs, okay? Like, it happens.
You can do that.
I find no fault in that. I really don't. I think it's fine. What's your song of the day, sir?
Honestly, I'm trying to find it.
Well,
it should be. Oh, it'll be right in here. Where the fuck is it? The jukebox. Here we go. Target on My Chest by Brent Faiyaz.
Huh.
Yeah. He's got a
Alright.
motherfucking guitar solo in there that went crazy. So I was like, hey,
Ooh.
wait a minute, bro.
There you go. Guitar solo and trashy pop song.
You know, they go hand in hand.
They really do. Have a successful and failure of a week.
You know?
Lessons will be learned and lessons will be lost to the cosmos. I don't really know.
What?
Bye.
What?
I don't know.
Hold
I'm tired,
on.
man.
Play. I can't. On.
Oh yeah, this has been the Domino Effect.
Signing off.
Bye.
Jesus.